I am Shadow's Rain. That's a clipper. This is a can. And this is my hair.
Good luck!
Could be worse. Hello everybody, it's Shadow's Rain here, and today I'm going to be apologising to A1A Hexy because in a previous tier video I said this.
Obviously it's good if you want to have like a marksman rifle which, you know, has shorter range, but then you're just better off using something else. So yeah, I'm going to give it a C. It is a good pick, but it's not awful, but it's not great for me either.
And since then, I've been doing things like this.
Back at it.
Wow, he's quite good.
So quite clearly a lot has changed since that video, and I've come to like the car, and I do owe Hexy an apology because I was caught saying on stream I would far rather eat a bowl of my own shit than willingly use that into Warzone expecting to win. So yeah. Apologies about that, Hexy. But let's talk about the Kar98 and why I've had a change of heart on it. So, as always, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button below. If you dislike it, hit dislike and comment and let me know what you think below. Also, hit that subscribe button. We are nearing 350 subscribers. That is mental considering where we started this month. But, yeah, let's get right into the video. Yes, so this is an apology video to Hexy regarding the Kar98 and everything bad that I've said about it and to him for using it. So let's talk about why, first, I didn't actually like the gun. So initially I didn't like it because I believed that any sniper rifle was better than this. And that was because to hit someone in the hand or the hip, it would be dealing like really low damage, like 70, 80 damage. Since then, of course, it has been buffed and it'll guaranteed do at least 90 damage to whatever you hit, which, yes, is still on the low side, but it is a lot better. I didn't like the fact that it didn't have that 2-tap potential to the body on a fully health people. I didn't quite enjoy the fact that you needed to put a scope on it, otherwise it wasn't really a sniper. I saw that as a waste of attachment, really, considering the other options that you can do for it. And I found that the scope itself, it just didn't zoom in as far enough as I would like for a traditional sniper rifle. You gotta bear in mind that all my gameplay in the past, when I took sniper fights, I'd be taking them at extremely long ranges, where other snipers wouldn't be able to compete with me by hitting me accurately. And that's kind of an area where I shined, and this is an area where me and Ginger Fox shined as well. And we found that it was a divisive weapon. People either loved it in the A1A or they hated it, and there was more on the hate side than the love. However, we've come to appreciate that it's in its own unique part of the meta, and it probably always will be. Of course, it's had competition like the SBR. When the SBR first came out, that beat the Kar98 all over, hands down. There was no competition. But since I made that video, things have changed, and I will be revising the SPR versus the Kar98 due to these changes that have been made since. But now it's handling speed if you want to use a ammunition type that actually makes the SPR competitive. It really does slow down the weapon, and the bullet velocity can get slowed down as well depending on what attachments you use. And of course, you know, there's more things to consider now than what was initially mentioned in that first video. So in terms of the car's place in the meta, it belongs to people who are confident with sniper rifles. If you're playing with confidence and you're playing well, you should swap out your HDR or AX50 with a Kar98, because if you're confident that you can hit them at closer ranges as well as longer ranges, you want to be using this Kar98 because it has that one-tap headshot potential no matter where you're hitting them from. So no matter how far away, if you can hit that head, they are going down. And I think that can't be underrated and just not looked into, because I think that's a massive property to have. And for the additional mobility that you have, I think it's brilliant. And I feel as if you don't lose as much range in the long run as you do gain range in the medium. So if you're in a position where you're using your sniper rifle at the medium to long range, and people are doing that, then that's something that you're going to have more success with than, say, an AX50 or a HDR. And that's purely because you're going to be having a lot more speed and mobility in using this weapon. And once you do put a tac laser on there, the aim and stability is actually quite good. It's really good, actually. So yeah, and also I have on occasion quick shot at someone with this sniper rifle, but it is just something that I want to bear in mind, and it needs to be brought up in the attention because a lot of people aren't using this sniper rifle. Now, a lot of people did start using it once we made the video on how to counter the DMR. That was at the start of January. That video did really well. Not as relevant now because the DMR is not as meta as what it once was. But basically, I was recommending people use a Kar98 and an FAL or an Odin or along those lines because the car can one-tap people at closer ranges. Don't get us wrong, so can the HDR, but it didn't have the speed to compete with the DMR, whereas the Kar98 did. And since then, I am starting to see a lot more car users. Not because of my video in particular, but just because people have realised it's a good counter to anything that can do you in quickly from medium onwards. Now, this is really important to me because I think that the meta needs something in that area. Now, another complaint that I used to have of it is that you're better off just using the ABR. You've got a better fire rate. You can two-tap people to the head. Yes, it's not a one-tap, but it's easier for the follow-up shots. And the bullet velocity is dead good as well. However, once I've got used to the car and you get used to that bullet drop and you get used to everything, it's a better weapon. And Hexy told me this months ago and I completely disregarded his advice. To be fair, he's got a 4K monitor running at 1080p, so why wouldn't I disregard his advice? But no, I do apologise. But yeah, this is something that I need to be talking about because when I say don't use a thing and I then go ahead and use it, I do think it's important to correct yourself, just so you don't come across as a bit of a hypocrite, really. It's common courtesy, isn't it? So, yeah, I initially have that gun as a C tier weapon. I'm happy to move it up to a... I'm going to move it up to a low A tier weapon. It's not quite S tier, but I am happy to put it in that area. So, that's the amendment regarding that. Now, it did take a long time for me to get used to it, because I needed to unlock that long barrel. Once you unlock that long barrel, your bullet velocity is in excess of 1,000 meters per second, so it's good to have that barrel on there, and it is really good. And like I say, it is for people who are playing with confidence, because you do need to be hitting that long range shot if you're going to get much use out of it. So yeah, this is just basically my basic views on it, and in my opinion, in regards to all the sniper rifles and marksman rifles, there is nothing more satisfying than hitting a headshot with a Kar98. Now, I play this game to have fun. I play this game, yes, of course you want to win, but I'm not sweating for the win, if that makes sense. I want to just be having a good laugh, playing with some friends, and making videos, because it's the making video aspect of it all that I really enjoy about Warzone at the minute. And for me, personally, I really enjoy using the Kar98. It's good content, it's fun to make the content, and you guys like watching the content. So it goes to show that this gun is fast, fun, and satisfying. So yeah, that's just kind of what I think of it as well. But guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you agree with me, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Helps us out massively. And if you could consider subscribing as well, that would be absolutely huge for the channel. But until then, guys, I've been Shadow's Rain. You've been awesome. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.